Good morning. No, it's not morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope today has been a very, very pleasant day. Did I do that? Yeah, I did it. Okay. I hope today has been a very, very, very pleasant day for you all. Wow, it's cold here. The sun is shining a little bit, but it's very, very cold. Hopefully, with all of these cold, cold, cold days we've had, hopefully the lake has had a chance to freeze over so that when it do snow, we will not get as much. Okay. Good afternoon, Grandma Love. Good afternoon. Hey, my teddy bear. What? Taquan, really? What you mean you heard some things? What did you hear? It's very, very cold here too, yo. That's right. Right. I ain't going out there either. Nope. I am not going out there either, sis. No, ma'am. But let me first start by saying thank you to everybody that has been watching my lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody that came through on last night. Thank you guys. If I say I might be sad again. What? Daquan, don't start. What is going on? What is going on? Shout out to everybody that came out on yesterday. I appreciate you guys. Y'all showed up, y'all showed out, y'all came through for a beat. Okay. And I thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to my members. God bless y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping your girl reach her goal every month. Okay. Thank you so much. Shout out to my moderators that keep our channel clean and the way we like it over here, where nobody's feelings is being hurt and all of that stuff. Because sometimes, I get to just doing my part by entertaining, and it's y'all that make sure everything be ran the way that you know that your girl just Crystal like things to be. So thank you and shout out to y'all. Okay. Uh Shout out to my old subbies. What's up? How y'all doing? Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, Pinky Pink. Good afternoon. If not in touch, I sent you an email, boo. When you get a chance, you just got to approve it so that, you get your keys back. Janet, shout out to Janet. Thank you, Janet. If you guys are noticing the background, do y'all like the background with the rose petals and stuff falling? Y'all, Janet came through. She put some things up here for me on yesterday. Shout out to Janet for helping me run the panel and everything yesterday. I appreciate her so much, y'all. She is such a sweet person. Janet is such a sweet lady. Thank you, Ignited Touch, for my roses in my heart. Thank you. Thank you for posting my Instagram and stuff, sis. She put this up here. She got me some banners up here. So I don't have to worry about, you know, worrying about what's going on. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the banners. Nope, didn't want to do that. Okay. We can put up, oh no, okay. Wait a minute, y'all, I'm messing up. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, here we go. This is one of our banners. Shout out to the party line. This is one of their banners that they use. So I now have this banner. Um, then we have this here that, and that's also the background, but we have that also as a banner. She put something up. Wait a minute. I thought she had put something else. Joe, wait a minute. I don't know why my thing is not moving. Okay. Uh, okay. Get off of there. Child, I don't know why this thing is not. Oh, video clips? Is that what it is? I think that's. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I gotta learn how to do this, y'all. Let's see, video. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I don't know what I did. Damn. Y'all, I think I fucked up. Now, what did I do? Child. Well, we got music on here, y'all. I don't know what I don't know what I did. Child. Um. Okay, I know we got that. I know we got um. Hello, everyone coming into my life. Oh yeah, she put a little what they call that ticker at the bottom. Okay, then we go here. Why did it do that? Um, I don't understand. Why did it just do that though? Oh, okay. Now we back. Jeez. Okay, so I got to do that. Joe. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, y'all. We'll practice on this later because your girl, child, I've been to touch stuff and messed up some stuff. I better leave stuff alone. Mm-mm. I ain't ready. But shout out to Janet for the beautiful. Oh, and I got if y'all see the little crowd thing up in the corner, she got that up here, and instead of the duck. It's a lot of little things that she put on here. I'm gonna have to practice and play around with it. We got some music on here. We got hubby's music on here, which we'll be coming over and listening to his music. We got a lot of little things on here. Let me see. Ignited touch. What you say, Grandma Love? I am glad Janet was able to help you. Please, one thing for sure, she's not going to get mad where you won't be able. Right, okay. Yeah, she's not ignorant. She's not ignorant. Some people is childish and that's why they do what they do. And it shows, just a big stupid kid. That's why their lives is fucked up to this day. Grandma Love, I heard that though. Okay, you gonna sit up here and make somebody banners and stuff, and then with their name and stuff in it, and then tell them you gonna take it back. And I ain't want the stupid shit anyway. Y'all see, look at this grown and sexy damn background shit that I got going on. That bitch gave me them goddamn backgrounds with all them goddamn kitty damn colors and shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm a grown ass woman. And I'm a sexy grown woman. Bitch, I don't want no goddamn banners and shit with goddamn pinks and pastel fucking pinks and greens and yellows and shit on it. Where the fuck am I going with that shit? That's not even my fucking personality. Okay? Look at this sexy shit in the background. Okay? Just make a motherfucker want to fall in love with me. You know, that type of shit. That bitch had my goddamn shit looking like some goddamn cartoon characters. If you don't get the fuck up out of here, okay? And then talking about what the fuck. That's why when she said, "I want I want the banners, and if you use them, this, that, and the other thing, bitch, let me help you out. Delete, delete, delete. You could take them goddamn banners and shove them so far up your girl, and don't pull them out. Okay, y'all seen that shit? That shit was not me. That was not my personality. That's why I kept telling her, I want you to do me one that I want you to do, because not that. I don't, that's not me. That's not my personality. Okay. I'm a sexy bitch. I'm a sexy bitch. Everything about me is sexy. Even when I cuss y'all asses the fuck out for fucking with me, it's still sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's still something sexy about that shit. Niggas have a tendency to be turned the fuck on. Their dicks blow up when I cuss their asses out. So I need something sexy going on. I can't have that other shit going on. She had your channel looking like a whole project. Not in a good way, okay? I was like, oh no. And I ain't want to hurt her feelings. Okay. And then even when my people came through, my people was on some, we don't like this. This ain't right. That shit Lolo had, that bitch had my shit looking like cartoon characters was getting ready to fall out the goddamn sky. No, you see this sexy shit right here. Thank you. And then Libby was like, well, why your people keep complaining? I mean, she gave them to you for free. It was like a motherfucker did it for free. Okay? It was like the motherfucker did it for free. And then when she had the big girl one, I told her, well, can I get a short big girl? Because that big girl, that's a tall big girl. I'm not a tall big girl. My shit need to fit my goddamn personality. I'm a short, fat, big girl. Okay? I'm short. I ain't tall. And then had that motherfucker standing back there, real tall and real big, and looking like a fucking mighty woman. It was too much going on. It looked too childish. It looked too childish for me, and didn't fit my personality. I like those banners better. Thank you. It had color like her hair. Pinky pink. Exactly. Bitch, I would never go around with no goddamn. She talks about my fucking shit I do. Bitch, I would never, ever, ever, ever go around this motherfucker with pink, green, and purple goddamn hair. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. That ain't me. That is not me. I don't do that type of shit. Okay? I am a sexy motherfucker. Okay? Nah. I mean, that shit used to hurt my goddamn eyes, hurt my motherfucking spirit, everything. I used to be like, ooh, this ain't me. And then, yeah, my people was complaining. They was like, we don't like that shit. Because they know that shit didn't fit my personality. That's not me, you know. But shout out to my old subbies. What's up? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for hanging in there. Thank y'all for coming through on a B. You know, I know y'all like, oh shit, what's getting ready to happen now? Listen, it's some great things getting ready to happen. Okay. Only thing I'm gonna say is stay tuned. Stay tuned. We get ready to have some fun. Okay. Ain't that what we do over here? It's a whole nother goddamn chapter going on in our motherfucking lives. Some motherfuckers are still stuck in the goddamn past. You know? They still stuck back there, can't acting like they in motherfucking quicksand, can't get up out that shit. Well, you stay back there by your goddamn self. I'm up out of it. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Let me go back to my bushes. Okay. But shout out to my old subbies. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with your girl. Thank y'all for just, man, just being there through everything. You know, y'all just fucks with me. And I love y'all for that. Thank you. Shout out to my new subbies. What's up? How y'all doing? I am your host, Just Krista. Okay. AKA Just Krista Blake. Okay. I ain't got it on there right now. I forgot. But yeah. Just Krista Blake. Blake is my last name. And I just want to say, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right. My pleasure, my promise is I promise to entertain you. And if for some reason you find you are not being entertained, I'm going to ask that you just tap me on my shoulder, whichever one you choose. We'll add some lighter fluid to that thing and fire it up, okay? That's what I'll do just for you. Okay? Is that all right? Y'all all right with that? Okay, cool. Now, listen. Yesterday was a day I just enjoyed myself all day long. Okay? All the way up to the wee hours of the morning over there at Pizarro's hanging out. When I tell you I enjoyed myself over at Pizarro's. Of course, last night, different ones had questions. And who was that? Was that 504 girl? I think Pizarro did put that on the screen. I gotta go back and screenshot that. 504 had me rolling. She had me rolling. Because a lot of people, of course, they're like, well, how long is this going to last? No, you'll be back over there with a lemon. We already know that lemon's going to, how everybody do. And I'm like, shit, mm-mm. Nah, I won't be. I won't be. Because I'm going to tell y'all something about Blake. Okay. Not only is he my type, he's my motherfucking type. Okay. Like, if I was to see him, yeah. Okay. Like, if I would have met him in person, like 3 weeks ago, like I met him online, I promise y'all, we would not be on our way to 10 years that Krista been celibate. Okay? I promise y'all it would not be that way. I know my type. I know my type and I know what I like. Okay? It is what the fuck it is. It's the remix. Hey, the remix. Hey, it's the remix. What's up, the remix? What's up, baby? Good afternoon. Salute. He is my type. Okay? He's my type. Everything about that motherfucker is my type. All right? I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful, y'all. Okay? I gotta be careful. Because that's my motherfucking type. OMG. All right? Because didn't I promise God that the next one he gonna choose? Ain't that what I told him? I said, Lord, you'll be choosing the next one. I chose the other two. I tried to stick it out. I tried to work through the thick and the thicker. Me and the motherfuckers, we fought like cats and dogs. All types of shit, Lord. I tried. And I said, the third one, I'm waiting on God for this one. I'm not picking this one. So I'm waiting on God. And I didn't know waiting on him was going to be almost 10 years. I didn't know waiting on the Lord, it was going to end up being almost 10 years. But And that's not to say, and I have to tell people this a lot of times. That's not to say that I have not dated guys or people haven't, we have went on like a date or something. And when I date people and I go out with people, you ain't getting no pussy on the first date. I don't believe in that. Okay. You not getting ready to kiss and put your tongue down my throat. None of that. Okay. We not finna do none of that. We going on a date. We going on a goddamn date. We going around some people. All right. You ain't sticking, but can you just bend over and let me stick the head in? None of that. None of that is going on. Okay. So when I did meet people and I went out, I didn't put myself in places where it would be tempting for us to, in case, our temperature got to rising, and shit like that. And in case, you get to saying shit, your mind say, now you can't send that nigga home. You see how hard that motherfucker's dick is. Why would you let that man be that goddamn nice to you and then send him back home with his dick hard like that? No, why is you doing that, Krista? I didn't even put myself in a position where I would be that way. You know what I mean? So when I would go out and stuff, I would meet up with people. We would meet up different places. That's how I would keep it because ain't no need in me, you know, doing it another way. And then, this man is thinking, shit, I'm gonna get that tonight. I'm the one. I'm special. I'm finna be the one to get that tonight and then be let down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know. So it is what it is. So I do have to explain that I have been out. I have, met up with people and talked to people. Even first here online, I even tried to do the dating thing the one time. Y'all know with Mr. Curry, I did meet somebody off the dating app thing, which was different. Now I just can't do that dating app shit. I don't know how y'all do that. I mean, when I did it, I put it off in a whole nother state, where my one cousin stay at. I used her shit. I use it as if it's that address because I didn't want the shit convenient. Where a motherfucker can say, call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm one of the motherfuckers. I will answer my phone, you know. And then he get the like, kind of like, well, so what's up with you? I might as well go on and slide through because you over there, you ready? I'm ready. We both grown. You know how niggas get to talking to you, and you get to, yeah, you right. You right. But yeah, we both grown, so what's getting ready to stop us? What's preventing us from, doing what grown people do? You know, you ain't got nobody there at the house with you and all of that shit. So, let's just go ahead. I mean, unless you fronting, unless you do got another nigga in the other room, can I come there and check for my damn self? You know what? I think I ain't gonna talk to you no more until I be able to come there and check for my damn self. Then you can come on here and check because ain't nobody here but me. And then before you know it, that motherfucker in your goddamn house, and now your goddamn legs is up in the air. One on the East Coast and one on the West. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. So I chose to make sure it was a whole bunch of miles between anybody that I get to talking to, just a great distance away. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna do that. But I can't do that dating app thing. Cause when I was on there and I put my pictures and shit on there, them motherfuckers, I said, well, damn, it's 40, 50 goddamn people already that I ain't responded to. And every day I go on that bitch, it come 10 more. That was too much for me. Okay. Then I'm trying to, my cousin's like, well, do this, do that. Shit, I gave her the goddamn keys to the goddamn castle. You go on there, you run that motherfucking shit. Do you see this shit? What am I supposed to do? And then the minute you say hi to one person, now they want to start up a conversation with you. Man, it was too much for me. That dating app shit was like going to a goddamn job. I couldn't do it. Hey, China. What's up, boo? What's up, boo? How you doing? How you feeling? You can't stay. Nurse K had me rolling. Nurse K said, damn it, Krista, I can't leave your ass alone for 5 minutes. What I do? China, you know how I am. And that was the one thing I was telling hubby. I told him, I said, listen, I am just for real. I realized Google got something to say. Google got, okay, just listen. Okay, thank you, Boo. I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you right now about me. Google got a way that they say you supposed to handle things and what you supposed to do. And most motherfuckers out here do it that way. Or they say they do it that way. Because they don't want the people to be mad at them. I ain't her. I ain't her. Okay? Listen, now let me say this the right way because I don't want nobody to think that I am promoting DV. I am not, okay? But I will tell you the motherfucking truth. Me and him, that's why I tell people, no, DV, I didn't just sit there and just let no motherfucker just put their goddamn hands on me. Okay? Thank you, Boo. Thank you, China. I ain't just let a motherfucker put their goddamn hands on me. I fought their motherfucking asses back. And I ain't gonna lie to you. There was times that I got me some goddamn vodka. And when I drink vodka, I can whoop the motherfucking world, okay? And when I drank my goddamn vodka, I didn't give a fuck that I'm 5'1" and that motherfucker was 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I get my goddamn vodka, shit, I'm taller than you. You the short one, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And don't let me go and stand on top of the goddamn bed or stand on top of a goddamn chair. Oh, honey, let's go. But you know what I'm saying? And I would plan my goddamn exit. I would make sure ain't this shit in my goddamn way. I ain't finna trip over nan goddamn shoe or nothing. Okay, let me push this coffee table to the side just a little bit. Because when I haul off and hit his ass, I'm darting for the next goddamn room and I'm going to lock that goddamn door. Okay? That's what I used to do. Because I know that motherfucker going to get mad. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would start it sometime. There is sometimes come home, but I would plan it. I would plan it out. Okay, last time, nigga, out of no goddamn where, I'm sitting up here and then you want to sit up here and have a goddamn thought in your mind that you feel like I done did something that you didn't like. So now you want to, okay, I'm finna teach you a motherfucking lesson. So out of no goddamn where, I say, you remember that goddamn day the other day that you bought that. Yeah. And before you know it, kapow, poosh, and shit, and I'm I'll take it off into the other goddamn room. Cause as soon as you bring your ass out, what the fuck you do that for? Don't worry about it, bitch. You shouldn't have did what the hell you did to me before. You thought I motherfucking forgot? You know what I'm saying? All of that be going on. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. But again, I started that shit. There's times, shit, we was laid back, eat in the bed. I done made, shit, we done ate dinner. And I done planned it too. I'm gonna feed this motherfucker real good. That motherfucker gonna be so goddamn heavy. He ain't gonna be able to get up out the goddamn chair fast enough. Fuck that. I'm gonna make sure I put some extra gravy on top of his shit. All of it. I'm gonna put some extra cheese in that goddamn macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna put an extra scoop of goddamn mayo in that goddamn potato salad. I'm gonna make sure that goddamn chicken, I think I'm gonna dip that shit down in some goddamn gravy for that motherfucker. He gonna be heavy. Okay? And I think I'm gonna make some goddamn cornbread. Your ass ain't gonna be able to get up, nigga. So, yeah, I done did all of that, fed the motherfucker. I done made, okay, snack time, favorite goddamn cake, ice cream, all that shit. That motherfucker is full. You hear me? He full. Laid back. He ain't want nothing now for, some sex. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I might even go ahead and I think what I'm gonna do is suck his dick. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I didn't plan the shit out, okay? suck his goddamn dick. That motherfucker, he ready to just, snore. Okay? Shit. Bitch. And then I start drink me a little bit of my courage, drink a little bit of my vodka, and here we go. It is what it is. Now we fighting. It happened like that. Then some people say, well, you supposed to leave as soon as it happened. You can leave if you want to. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. And again, I'm not promoting this. But when you with somebody and some shit jump off where y'all lay hands on each other, and I don't mean just in a romantic way, and y'all got bills together in each other's name, the rent, he on the lease, you on the lease, the gas and lights is in his goddamn name, or one of them in your name, one in his name. Y'all got a bank account together just for the bills that both of y'all contribute to. Okay. All of that. You got all of that. Okay. He didn't, you got a deep freezer. He didn't bought half them goddamn groceries in there because he didn't gave you money. Your goddamn pantry is full like that because he didn't pay for half them goddamn groceries in there too. You can't just, because y'all didn't had a goddamn argument, say, you know what, motherfucker? Okay, get the fuck out. It don't work like that. And then some people wonder why they end up unalived. It don't work like that. Am I saying you should stay? I'm saying you should do what the fuck you need to do. Because I did what the fuck I needed to do because I wanted to tell my own goddamn story. I ain't want nobody else telling my motherfucking story. And you have to know the person that you with. You have to know what makes that person that damn angry, that they feel like the only way to resolve this shit is to lay hands. Okay. And as well as knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So once you know that, you kind of like know how far to go. And then if you really, really want to get up out of it, okay, if you really, really want to get up out of it, I say pray to God. Ask God, because that's what I did. When I was at that point where I was done, I was tired of it. I ain't putting up with that shit no more. Fuck that. Okay. I prayed to God. I said, Lord, take that appetite that I have for him. Take it away from me. And I was sincere with God. Because no matter how much we fought and we did, and shit happened, I still had that desire to be with him. Shit, sometimes we would be fighting and shit. And he'd be like, well, shit, I'm out of here. I'm out this motherfucker before, you know how you get to talking, and shit. Sometimes I wouldn't want him to leave. Sometimes I was happy he took the fuck off. That's right, bitch. Get the fuck out. Leave. You right. You doing the right goddamn thing. Go down there and sleep in your goddamn car. You know what I'm saying? But there was times where I didn't want it to happen that way. I was on some, just hold up, shit, get yourself together and then let's talk, all of that. Or once we start fucking, we gonna forget about all of this shit. So relax your goddamn nerves. You'll be okay. That ain't the first goddamn time I done slapped the shit out of you. You'll be okay. I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's how it would be, but I wasn't ready to leave. But when I was ready to leave, I had to pray to God. And then not only did I pray for myself, I prayed for that person. I prayed for the guys that I was with. I was like, Lord, take that appetite that they have for me away from them to the point where they feel like they can't stop fucking with me. Like they feel like, no, I can't get her out of my goddamn mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what you got to do. Especially when you been with somebody, like I was in long relationships, over 10 years with these people. You know what I'm saying? So you can get used to certain things being in a relationship with a person that long. You get used to it. You learn your way around that person and around different things that they do, and stuff like that. And then by me being one of them women that I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm making sure everything is right. This nigga ain't gotta never worry that didn't I give you $300 once a week on the and you supposed to take care of the bills and all of this shit? Why is it that we got a goddamn shut off notice for the goddamn lights? What the fuck is going on here? It was never that type of a problem. Why is there a goddamn eviction notice on the goddamn door? We didn't have those goddamn problems. I did what I was supposed to do. When we had that one account that we each week put into to pay the bills, that account, what was supposed to come out of that account came out, and there was receipts for the motherfucking bills that came out of it. I ain't do no shicey shit. It wasn't all about girl, he at work, y'all come on over here. We finna go sit in the kitchen, do each other's hair, and smoke some weed and drink some drinks, and it's all on me. And fuck his ass. Fuck that nigga. I'm gonna take his money and do. Nah, we ain't do that. We ain't do that. Let's chill. Hey, chill. What's up, baby? Salute, player. Chill, whatever. Chill in the house, right? What's up with you? Mm-hmm. So that's why I just tell women that no, I didn't just leave. I ain't just leave. And then there were times that there were good times. We had some good ass times. And a lot of times I think I would think back on that shit. Versus the other shit that would go on. But you got to know the person that you with and all of that shit. And all because y'all have a fucking argument and that shit gets so goddamn deep. Because, sometimes we as women, the motherfuckers will tell us, shut the fuck up while I'm talking. And that'll make us so mad. We'll keep right on talking. Who the fuck you telling to shut the fuck up, bitch? You know how we get, So, and then that could lead to stuff, Chill be chilling like always. I know that's right, Chill. You do. You was a very, well, you're laid back, but at the same time, don't be fooled. Okay. That nigga's still from Chicago. Can I say it like that? I know I just went all over the place. That motherfucker is still from Chicago. Okay. So you take that shit for what you think is worth. And don't say I didn't tell you. He chill. That motherfucker laid the fuck back. Yes, he is. He all of that. But baby, that part. That part. But yeah, so sometimes things happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of the people, I just tell my fucking truth. I tell my truth. Hell yeah, I stayed. Did I get my ass whooped sometime? And did I do some ass whooping sometime? Yep, sure did. Sure did. But it is what it is. But to this day, we still cool. They still call me. Both of them is very, very, I ain't gonna lie. They still trying to see if you got somebody, you ain't got nobody. Well, especially the first one. I am a man, so I ain't gonna lie. I done been in and out of a couple of relationships, but none of them can compare to you, Krista. I said, oh, okay. Well, you just keep looking, sir. Keep looking. I don't want to keep looking. You don't think that God got you single for a reason? Because you don't think he think that me and you need to get back together? Nah, he ain't. God ain't had that conversation with me. Not about your ass. Hell no, because I remember. Okay. Fuck that. Not them two motherfuckers that I was with. I don't think God gonna ever have that conversation with me about them two niggas. If they cool though, they make sure because they know I love Valentine's. They know that's my shit. You can forget Christmas, you can forget my birthday, but you better not forget no goddamn Valentine's Day. You forget motherfucking Valentine's Day and don't send or bring me something, you ain't never got to worry about talking to me again. I promise you. Don't you ever pick up a phone and text me, call me, nothing. Okay. And when I tell you, which they don't, they've never forgotten my birthday. Sometime on Christmas, I don't get gifts from them. Sometime it be after, but hell, they might be off into whatever they doing. That I don't care. That's not big to me because I use Christmas for just what it is. I celebrate my Lord and Savior's. I celebrate that as His birthday, along with the world, so that we don't forget that He was born. You know, so I'm not big on they. It's all right, whatever they do for us Christmas. Okay. Now Corey's ass, he gonna remember me every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and any other days in between. Okay, but that other one, he know, and just like birthdays and Valentine's Day, you know. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying that for. But yeah, so we still cool, me and my exes, and I know a lot of people say they don't be cool with their exes. Yeah, that's your ex for a reason, and that's what Google says. Okay. That's what Google say. I'm real. I'm human. I be over here and, just doing my own thing. I'm not in, some people, like my cousin was telling me, you don't think that by them still calling you and you still having conversations with them. Now, mind you, she's one of the people that don't, she believed that that's the reason she don't like them motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just say it the way it is. She don't like them two motherfuckers. She wouldn't give a fuck what went on. She don't like them. So her whole thing is, I think the reason you ain't nobody in your life is because you keep on talking to them. I said, but we only talking. We ain't fucking. We ain't doing nothing. They not coming over here and me giving them a kiss. They not coming over here licking on my pussy. I ain't sucking their dick. Nothing. Nothing's going on. Most of the time it's through the telephone. Now, do they want to? Do they make advances? Yeah. Now, sometime, like Corey, he has came and helped me like hang a mirror, help me hang a picture or something, you know. The other one, you know, he'll buy me like a big gift that requires him to come over here and bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? So to be like, oh, okay, I see the type of shit you want. Let me just leave the living room door open in case one of my neighbors want to holler at me or something. I do little shit like that. Just to piss them off. But um, neither one of them is in a position where they finna do something that I tell them I'm not finna do. They respect that. I told them, I said, I'm gonna be this way until God sent me somebody. I'm not interested, you know. And they already know I ain't one of them I ain't no loose ass woman. Now I know a lot of them, a lot of y'all be saying, you be talking to this one, you be talking to that one, this, that, just talking. There's no harm in talking. There's no harm in flirting. It's when you're actually flirting with people and you done flirted to the point where now you going through your bank account to see if you got enough money to catch a plane or catch a train or tell them you coming, you gonna come here and visit me so that you know and now you didn't set up here and opened up your pussy to them, and told them, well, come on in, let me take you to one of the softest places here on earth and all of that shit. See, I don't do that. I don't even put myself in certain positions, and I don't care what nobody has to say. People say, well, I don't think you want to do this and I don't think you want to do that. Child, first of all, if I had met half these goddamn people that then tried to talk to me and I didn't talk to them and kicked it with them, if it was meant to go somewhere or if it was meant for something to happen between us, it would happen. It would happen. It shouldn't be that I am required to give you my pussy and you ain't paid a bill. You ain't took out no trash. You ain't did shit. You ain't did nothing but held a goddamn conversation with me over the fucking internet, set up in a goddamn chat room on the internet, and now I'm just supposed to just give you my body? I'm supposed to just open my body up to you. Don't y'all know when you open up your body to a man and you sleep with them, you have what they call soul ties now. So now everybody he done slept with, you done slept with. Everybody you done slept with, he done slept with. And all of this shit, you know, it is levels to that shit. You got to understand what's going on. And then when if you somebody out here, and women, we know if we got good pussy or not. Okay? We know if we got good pussy. We know if we got that kind of pussy that niggas just be like, this shit is whack. Yeah, so they feel like they just used the goddamn toilet on you. You feel like they didn't, another one that just used the goddamn toilet in me. You know, because you never hear from them, you never see them, nothing. You know, it's almost like the worst thing you could have did was gave him your goddamn pussy. So you know if you got good pussy or not. Because it's a way that motherfucker gonna hang around. He gonna treat you. Because he wants some more. So you know it's good. You know, he's sticking around for something. And then not only that, you gotta have something else in common with me. You gotta have something else in common with me. I mean, at least good conversation. Then I'm a person, I like to laugh. I love a man that can make me laugh. I like to smile. I like a man that can make me smile. Okay? All of that shit. So we got to have something else in common besides pulling off our clothes and doing the damn thing. We got to have something else going on with us. You know, so I like to make sure that there's something else going on. That's just me. That's just me. That's just how I do things. You know. But I realize, so everybody ain't like that. I listen to a lot of ladies, and boy, I ain't know YouTube. So many people just meet up to just fuck and then they come back and they talk about each other like a damn dog and all of that shit. Hell no. Hell no. And then literally there's other people that didn't been involved that say the same goddamn thing. Somebody ain't got good pussy. And that's why they're willing to just pass it out like that. See, I can't pass this. What I got over here, nah. Mm-mm. I can't just get that to anybody. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I would have to relocate. Okay? Because they gonna want to stick around. They gonna want to stick around. They gonna want to, yeah. I already know. Because I know what happened with the other two. That's some long-term shit. I know what I got. It's just like a man. A man know if he got some good dick. He already know. Listen, a man know whether his dick is long or thick. That motherfucker know if he got some good dick. He already know how women gonna respond to him. So he already know, oh shit, if I get with her, yeah, this one right here, she gonna break my goddamn windows out my car. The minute she can't get me on the goddamn phone and she know I ain't at work, this bitch gonna come find me. She gonna break my motherfucking windows out of my car. She gonna flatten my goddamn tires. Fuck that. I bet shit. Hell no. I better not do that with that one. You know. And then they be also, why you don't want to sleep with me? Why? I don't understand, girl. He must be gay. That's why. Nah, he ain't gay. That motherfucker just know. Shit, you know where that motherfucker work. You know where he live. He done fucked around and told you where he work, where he live, and where his mans in them houses is. And he shit. No, that's what's going on. Yeah, nigga ain't gay. He just automatically knows shit. I done had a couple of psychos. I know what's gonna happen with this. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I done got a little crazy. Yeah. I done got crazy. I done did some things, that part, especially when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I ain't taking my old ass out there and Well, I don't know. Mm, I don't know. I might be still subject to break a window or flatten a tire. I better not say that, and then have somebody out here talking about that's the kind of woman I want. I want me one that's then practically sworn she too old. She ain't finna do the breaking out your windows and flatten tires. Cause half the time, y'all, I don't even be realizing how old I am. So I better not say that. Cause if you fuck around and piss me off, yeah. Oh, I feel like you doing something crazy. Yeah, I'm still subject to act out a little bit. Mm, yeah. All right, we're gonna leave that part alone. But anyway, thank y'all for coming out yesterday. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. Hubby had a great time. I woke up to his voice this morning and it was wonderful. It was great. Can I tell y'all, as I talked to that motherfucker, I was feeling so goddamn good. Drank me a little bit of water, went to the fucking ladies' room, came back, crawled up in the middle of my goddamn bed, put my goddamn pillows and shit around me. I took my ass right back to fucking sleep. Okay? MU, thank you for coming through. MU, we was talking about you. Listen, sis, I told him we must have a night to go hang out with you. Oh, I cannot wait. MU, wait till you, oh my God, wait till you just hear. I don't even want to tell everything that we talked about, me and him. But let me just say that, yeah, I think you about to have another subscriber. And I'm just looking forward to the conversation that we all have. I mean, yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. Um, yeah, we was talking. Oh my God, MU, I had so much fun yesterday. Y'all came through. Y'all showed up. Y'all showed out. And man, man, they actually came through. And it meant so much. It meant a lot to him. And that's why I said, thank you guys. Thank y'all. So that's why I already know I am Miss Blake. I already know. Okay. I am Miss Blake. I already know. Because I made that shit happen. I made that shit happen last night. He spent his goddamn a special birthday with me. Okay. So I earned that. Okay. I went in and told that motherfucker I was his goddamn wife. Nigga, I am your motherfucking wife. Settle down. Okay. You loved it. Hey, Elaine. Salute, salute, my sister. What's up, baby? Yeah. And the way everybody came through, oh my God, it was so heart touching. Y'all really made me, I was like, yes, yes, yes. But yes, I definitely told him we gotta come hang out with you. So he is definitely looking forward to that as well. But y'all, this morning after I talked to him, I curled up and went right back to sleep. That motherfucker's voice and shit and the conversation, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, y'all. That's why I was like, Lord knows, God bless you that you are in another state. Because I promise you, yesterday, hmm, yeah, he would have had a real good birthday gift. We would be still celebrating right now. And those aren't just my words, those part of his, okay? And that's all I'm gonna tell you. But um everything was nice. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Janet again. If you guys didn't hear it earlier, y'all see the background, how pretty it is. Ain't that me, y'all? Y'all know how I love my rose. Look at the rose petals falling down. Y'all already know that shit is me. Janet did that, okay? Um, I gotta learn how to work the other stuff, y'all. But yeah, I gotta learn how to work the other stuff that she put on here. But I got my banners, um, and everything, and I don't have to worry about nobody, taking shit from me, getting pissed the fuck off, and all of that. Yesterday we was over at Pizarro's. We had such a wonderful, wonderful time. I did have to hang up. Now, a couple of people, that's what I was going to talk about too. A couple of people did mention about Micah, Mr. M. Um, hmm. When it comes to Mr. M, can I just say it just didn't work? And leave it like that. Will everybody be okay with that answer? It just didn't work. It didn't work. And I really want to just leave it right there like that. I don't really want to have to say this or have to say that and this reason, that reason, this, that. I really just don't even want to say those things. It just did not work. Sometimes it be like that, you know, sometimes it be like that. Um, but yeah. So my name is just Krista Blake. And I forgot to put the Blake on the end of my name, but that's me when y'all see it. I do hear that Ness and Shakim fell out. Um, I don't know if is Shakim like going through something? Cause I was just telling somebody yesterday, I'm like, why do he keep like coming for me? And I just don't understand it. And I have even went over to Brianna, seen him at Brianna's and asked him, like, what's going on? Why do you? So he's like, well, I was just picking at you. Oh, okay. If you picking at me, okay. But it's like a funniness. So maybe that's what was going on. He was on the verge of falling out with somebody that you know he deemed as a really good sister and friend and all of that. And it's a whole lot of little things that's coming out that supposedly was said between the two of them and stuff as friends. And that's the type of thing that you run into though, like especially meeting people here off YouTube. um Sometimes you can meet people and there's nothing that'll come out of it, and then sometimes you can meet people and it's some crazy crazy stuff that will come out of it. um I say you got to kind of like know the people you're going to go and meet. Um, I was asked yesterday, do I think this is like just a play thing that Kim and Ness is doing? I kind of do. I kind of think because when I heard Ness say, Shakim really isn't upset with Lemon, and the amount of time that we have before Lemoncation, with her making that statement and now this going on and the way I know things can work here, I'm like, that's a long time before limitation. So anything can happen. And when I say anything can happen, him and Lemon, Les could be the one to say, well, shit, let's, you know, do this. If me and Shakim could get back together and talk after our fight that we're having now, it may open up a door for Shakim and Lemon before Vegas get together, so and have a talk. Uh, I kind of think that it would be nice if they could because being upset, being angry, doing commentary about that person every day, that's not solving anything. That's not solving anything. If you can forgive others and all of that, then why not somebody else? Here's my thing. If you think you had trouble already, why put yourself back in that position again? So if everybody do get together and go back to Vegas, then I'm sure it will probably be worse than before once they come back. Um, because it's all the same players and everything and all of that. But I think there's a lot of time in between limitation, and there's plenty enough time for them to say, "Come on, Shakim, you and Lemon is now talking, and won't you come on the trip too with us?" Even if some of his people got to pay for it, or him himself, because he work. So that's what I think. I think there's kind of like a method to the madness that's going on. Okay. I think there's a method to it. And if it is, I'm here for it. I'm here for anybody getting along and finding a way to forgive somebody and, in order to move on. I am definitely here for that, because why not? Okay. Why not? There's no reason not to, you know. But that's just how I feel. Um, I would hope that they could get together because I really, to me, and I've often said it. I said to me, Ness was like their big little sister, and the reason I say their big little sister because she's the big sister, but that she's smaller than them. Um, so to me, it was like the big brother, which would have been Lemon, and the little brother, which would have been Shakim. And when I say little, I'm not talking about in height wise or anything. I'm talking about in age wise because Lemon's older than Shakim. But and it was like Ness was there, and I liked it that. I thought that was cool. So if they can get together and you know sort it out and go hang out again if that's what they want to do, then do it. You know, um, Sassy. Now I did tell Sassy because I know Sassy said she enjoyed me in relationships, so I did let Sassy know that I was married now. So hopefully Sassy was able to come through and see my husband. Now here's the thing with Sassy, she ain't gonna come on my channel and all of that because me and her didn't had our words in the past. But she do like the relationship side of Krista. She likes that. So I know Sassy is supposed to be going. I'm interested in that because I know from what you guys tell me, I wasn't here when her and Talent was in a relationship. So I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go with that they used to be in a relationship and now they're meeting up and they're not in a relationship. Like, will they still be friendly, like an old couple, which I'm sure, I mean, ex old couple, which I'm sure they are because they're both, on the mature side. But I'll be interested in hearing how that went for them. Um, I hear Ghetto is going still because he's having he was going anyway because he's having a golf. Y'all know Ghetto play golf. So he's having some sort of golf thing there. So him and his lady was going anyway. And they're still gonna go. And that they're going to meet up. Also Snoop and not remix, what you call it? Wes will be there because y'all know they're a couple now. So that's going to be interesting. I hear that Lolo's supposed to be riding up and riding out on her Cadillac wheelchair and scooter. I don't know if who's ever she bringing is also in a scooter or wheelchair thing. I don't know if they're going to ride up together or how that's going to go. But she's supposed to be bringing somebody. Now, I don't know if her bringing somebody, if they had just ran out of like power wheelchairs so that she's going to need somebody to push her because, she says she can't really like, walk long distances and do all of that. And they're all planning on like walking the strip and meeting up with each other and doing stuff. Um, so I don't know if she's bringing somebody so that they'll be able to push her, in a manual wheelchair, or I don't know how, or in case the electric one, the battery or something go out on it, she'll need somebody to push her the rest of the way. So I don't know what role the other person is going to play in coming on the trip with Lolo. Um, I'm even thinking in my mind, I don't even really know if Lolo's going to go. And that's just me. I don't really even know if Lolo's going to go on the trip. I think that something could happen before the trip that will be a good excuse or a good enough excuse for her to say, I won't be there, because of this or that happened. But if she do go, we'll see what happens, because people will be getting some footage, because they know a lot of us want to see, how this is all going to play out, especially since people can come on here and say all types of nasty shit about Krista. That's not true. They want to go around and say, oh, bitch, you can't walk. You can't do this. You can't do that. You in a wheelchair. You got walkers and canes and shit. And you got this and that. Oh, no, we seen you walk, but then we still want to say this, that, and the other thing about you, just because that's just what we want to do. We want to be rotten. We want to be, we want to hope that some nigga that you fucking with will really, really believe us to that motherfucking degree and stop fucking with your ass just because of that. You know what I'm saying? But that part. But we all know that is their fucking testimony. When she went to wherever she went, we all remember her sitting up there in her wheelchair or waiting on the people to come get her off the plane and bringing a wheelchair for her. That's her motherfucking, that's her damn. And I ain't got nothing against nobody that is in a wheelchair. Now, I don't, because I do have people that watch me that is in wheelchairs and scooters. Uh, I don't think a person being in a wheelchair or a scooter is a joke. So it's not something that I joke about, because to me it's almost like joking about somebody's health. We don't know who watching us that's in a wheelchair. That when you come out here and you say, or who watching us that has a cane, and that could be saying when people want to come out here and joke about shit like that they could be feeling like, well, damn, if they really knew the true me, and that I have a cane or that I'm in a wheelchair, but that I love them still and I support them, or if this is how they truly feel, like it's a joke and something to laugh at because I got a wheelchair or that I got a cane or something like that, you don't know how you're making somebody else feel. So just like you wouldn't make fun of somebody that had some type of disease. I mean, because let's just face it, don't nobody want no disease. Don't nobody want to know that they got diabetes. Don't nobody want to know that they got um, high blood pressure or lupus or cancer or um, what is the other one? MS and whatever else is going on out here. Don't nobody want to be reminded that they're less than, or that their health or their um, whatever they got going on is a joke, is a read. So when you're out here roasting other people that got those same things, they're going to look at you kind of like, wow, you mean you feel this way? And so I will never be able to get a chance to meet you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. We got to think about things like that, because you don't know how many people watching you that's sitting up there watching you that is in a wheelchair, that is in a scooter, or that uses a cane. So now you're going to have a bunch of motherfuckers because they determined they want to meet you. You're one of their biggest YouTube fans and shit. And so now they trying to leave their goddamn cane and shit at home, and now they can't keep up because they know they need that cane to help keep them balanced. So it's a couple of reasons. I don't think that's a read, but at the same time, certain people do. So I know, like me, I'm interested in seeing this. I want to see this bitch. I done already told somebody, listen, this is what I need you to do. You know, find a way to get behind that motherfucker. Because you know, on them, you know, when you go on trips and stuff, they put like the little colorful flags in back of your chair so that others can see and make sure that they don't, you know, they see you coming. So I want to see this nasty bitch that has so much to say about other people. You know, I want to see her, you know, out there. Yeah, I want the footage. Okay, and I'm willing to pay for the footage. That part, so that me and my people here, we can laugh. We can laugh at this bitch because she will forever be a fucking joke over here. And everybody keeps saying, "But you do know what she's going through with her mom. Fuck her." That bitch made fun of my motherfucking mother, and my mother ain't even here. That's true. We can't be out here making fun the people in wheelchairs in school. No, you can't. It's a lot of people that watch us, you know, from nursing homes and retirement homes, all types of shit. You know, and you sitting out here call yourself reading somebody. Yeah, I know you meant fun, sis. And you call yourself making that a fucking read. No, you get personal with that motherfucker and make it a read. You know, but not to the point where, no, because that's no different. Do you think that somebody sitting in a wheelchair would just want to sit in a fucking wheelchair and watch you? And no, they wouldn't. You know, just like they talk about fat people and all of this stuff. Some people enjoy, you know, being the way that they is, you know, and then there's others that's trying to do something about it. And you got people out here, I'm gonna remind you that you a fat bitch and all of that. Well, I'll remind my goddamn self. Because I'm a BBW. I remind my damn self. But I look good with it though. And I bet you every goddamn thing is in this place it's supposed to be. Okay? And the niggas love the ground I fucking walk on, bitch. All right? They love all of that. You know, I'm not as large as I used to be. You know, I've come down a lot. And even here lately, when I had said I was having the skin removal surgery because you know I had lost so much weight and shit. They was around here. Oh yeah. And that's why I say it's always something about Krista. Well, people that have that, they have scars here, they have scars there, this, that, and the other thing, and all that shit. It depends on where you go. And with a lot of this stuff, surgeries and stuff, they don't really do all of that stuff like they used to. Now, in some cases, they do, but a lot of times people go and get surgeries and shit. They got the glue that they use now, you know, and so all that stuff then came a long ways. You know what I'm saying? And then some people, it depends on where you had your surgery at, how your body was. You can't just say, you know, one person that didn't had it, that they all look this way. Plus, it depends on the surgeons that you get. It depends on where it was that you were actually carrying this fat on your body and stuff. So it's a lot that goes into it. You can't just say, oh, all fat people, you know, they're built alike. All fat people are not built alike. All fat people, a person can weigh the same weight. You know, you might get two people that weigh 350 pounds, but one may carry their weight more towards the top, one may carry it more towards the bottom. You know, one could have fat arms included in their fatness. One could just have fat thighs included in their fatness. You know, me and my niece had the same surgery, but they did hers different. Yup. Then my surgery was done. Yeah. Yep. Me and my girlfriend. My girlfriend, now she wasn't as large as me, but she was also one who had took that shot. You know, used to take the shot in her arm because, you know, that was what we did back then. And she also had where her arm had, our arm, had blew up the where they used to put the shot, you know. And when I had told her that, that was part of my lawsuit, that I had wanted them to, get in there, and I want my shit back to normal. I don't want to be walking around with one arm like Popeye the Sailor and the other one normal. I ain't want that shit, and I showed y'all pictures where my arm was like blew up and stuff. And when I had to go and, get the surgery and get all that shit corrected or whatever, um, and my girlfriend, she went and got it done too. Now, the way they did mine's, you wouldn't even notice mine. You don't even see mine. But hers, if she take and lift her arm up in the air, like over her head or something, you can see the long scar, where they actually did her surgery to correct hers. But as long as she got on a long sleeve shirt, or as long as she got her arm down, I mean, who goes around with their arm up in the air all damn day? Nobody. You know, you would have to really, really look to see it. So that's why I say when people be talking shit and talking and saying stuff, nah, everybody's not that way. And it all depends on your surgeon. It's like any job. Some people could take and put a whole bunch of boxes in one room and stack them one way, because that's the job, to take a certain amount of boxes and stack them in another room. Somebody else could come in here and stack them a different way to make it look like something totally different. So it's the same thing with surgery and stuff. And let me tell you something, child. When it come down to it, a real man, child, he ain't nowhere looking at all of that bullshit. He ain't nowhere looking at all of that bullshit. Okay? That motherfucker, is your pussy intact? Cause when your motherfucking clothes is off and you standing in front of that motherfucker naked, that motherfucker is looking at your pussy. He looking at them titties, but he looking at your pussy. Okay? That's what the fuck his ass is getting excited about. He ain't said, let me, well, where is this? Child, they not interested in that. Not no real man. Now, one that's looking for an excuse so that he can say, you know, well, I tried because I'm a man, but, I want to sit up here and talk about this lady's pussy, and I want to talk about this lady's surgery. Bitch, take your ass. You don't want no goddamn pussy. If you sitting up there doing all of that, and you supposed to be a straight man, and you out here doing all of that talking, listen, you was just looking for a fucking excuse. Get the hell out of here. And your dick probably looked like a Bayani sausage any damn way. So go on some goddamn where, that part. But yeah, so ladies, don't even worry about that. But if you want to have surgery to better yourself, because like somebody was saying something about Jay Wilson, and I said, I think Jay Wilson looks nice. I think he looks very nice. It is not abnormal that people above 50 go and have some work done on themselves. I mean, because our bodies start to go south. And when you get to be our age, your body gonna start going south too. So you want to bring it back up because, I mean, why should I let my body just hang around when I still feel good about myself? I still feel like shit. And then not only do I feel good about myself, I still got people letting me know that I look good. So I should feel good and all types of stuff, So it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of times you don't know until you get to be that age. But it's not abnormal that people in their 50s go and have some work done. It's just, some people go and get their lips done and all types of shit, you know. But nobody can make me feel ashamed of what I'm having done. Hey, Fox. What's up? What's up? Nobody can make me feel ashamed, you know. of anything like that. Only thing I would say is shit, keep living. Keep living. And not only that, why don't you just assume, let's just say you in your 30s. Why don't you just assume that when you get in your 50s, you might want to have some work done? So each paycheck that you get, why don't you take and just put you $25 in a jar and don't touch it? Or better yet, inside a savings account that you don't touch. Put it where you got a penalty if you do have to touch it. Because that'll really keep you, if you like me, that'll really keep you from bothering it. Okay? But just put that in the account for the next 25 years. So when you get to be in your 50s, like 20 years or whatever, or however how long it's going to take you to get to your 50s, see how much you come up with and do something nice for yourself if that's what you want to do. You know? So it's a lot. It's a lot that goes along with it. But nobody could make me feel bad. And I do. I think Jay Wilson looks great. Um, he do. You can tell he likes to take care of himself too. You know. What else is going on? Trying to think. What else is going on? Yeah, we didn't end up having the what you call it, the extra um mhm. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had just got a text. We didn't end up having the after party yesterday. I think everybody ended up falling asleep. I tried to hang out until they all, got it together, but I guess everybody went to sleep. So, um, I guess we'll eventually get around to it. But anyway, y'all, it is almost 3 o'clock. I'm gonna get up and go have me some. I made some baked chicken, so just some baked chicken wings. So I'm gonna either make me a side. Mm, I don't know. I kind of want rice. I kind of want rice with it, but I kind of want some barbecue sauce. I was thinking about taking and putting some barbecue sauce on it and then just putting it back up under like the broiler part. You know how that's what I was thinking about doing. But we'll see. We'll see. But I love you guys. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming out on yesterday and hanging out with your girl. You guys will be seeing him over here from time to time, not all the time because he has a life, he has a job and family and all of that stuff, and y'all know I don't always go live when I go live. Hey, dude, what the fuck you want to do? Thank you. I see you come through yesterday too. Thank you. Thanks for the hearts and roses. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna get ready to get up off of here, y'all. It's been almost an hour and a half. Again, thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for being over here and supporting me. I appreciate you guys so much. And yes, somebody did ask me, why do you always do, thank and do all of that long talking and stuff in the beginning? Because if you could click on every one of my videos, I can always tell you thank you. Ain't that what I always told y'all? Also, do not forget on Friday we will be having we will be having a black party. Black, BLACK, a black party. All is welcome. It will be myself and Uncle Claude. Okay, y'all know who Uncle Claude is. We will be playing music, me and him, back and forth. It's gonna have a little twist to the music, so just come out. We gonna be like, shit. Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. What about this? What about, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So it's gonna be very, very fun. Some things, we just gonna kind of like just wing it, okay? Which is the best way to do things. So please, please come out and hang out with us on Friday at 8 o'clock. Okay. Also, this weekend, I don't know if she said which day. Pizarro will be having the gingerbread or ginger man contest. So if you guys want to be a part of that, go out and get yourself one of them gingerbread house kits. So you can be a part of that. You might want to get you some extra candies or whatever you want to do. But she will be having that. Um, I believe her co-host is Ghetto. Shout out to Ghetto. And her judges is Malik. Oh, I just know he's one of them. I don't know who her other judges are. I don't even know if she's going to have, I don't know if it's just going to be her, Malik, and Ghetto. I don't know exactly how that's going to go. But we do have that coming up also this weekend. So we got some things to look forward to this weekend, as well as happy holidays to everybody. Okay. Happy holidays to you guys and all of that great stuff. Um, BBW, call me. I'm trying to be your candy licker 8 days a week. And I don't care who you talking to. Oh my God. What in the world? What? Do what the fuck you want to do? Who are you? What in the world? I was not expecting that. The remix. Okay, salute. I'm serious. Don't run from a good time. What? Oh, what in the world? I was not expecting that. Okay. I I I I won't I won't run. Okay, Uncle Claude, I'll be there and share y'all out. Thank you. Oh, I am sitting here like, what the fuck? Now, BBW, you better not flirt with. Excuse me. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't flirt with Uncle Claude. No, 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 no. Nothing like that. No, no. That's my girl's guy. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, we had been talked about that one day because I was over here, like with my little music. Y'all know how I be doing with my music. And so he was like, we should, I don't know how we got on the subject, but he was talking about how, we should, I don't know, I shouldn't really say he said it, but I think we were just like going back and forth. And then at some point, it came that we had talked about doing like this little music thing. We were supposed to have been did it, but it's just been so much other stuff going on. Hey, Antonio Anthony, thank you for coming through. I seen you yesterday, and thanks for my rose. Y'all see the rose petals falling in the background? Yeah. So I'm getting ready to go on these YouTube streets and see what y'all out here doing and what's going on and all of that right there. I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate that, y'all. I do. That's a blessing that people do that. That's a blessing. All right. I will see you guys on the next one. Remember to pour into them that pour into you. Pray for them. Pray for everybody so that everybody is prayed for. Welcome everybody to the Potluck Lounge. Oh, that's okay, sis. Did you hear me earlier? If you get a chance to check your email, and everything should be a goal. Yeah. Yeah, well, have a good day at work. I'll keep it down. I won't make too much noise. I'm sorry. Sorry. I hope you didn't get in any trouble with me talking over here real loud. Wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, respect, love, and prosperity into your life. Amen. Amen, sis. When I didn't really see you in the I'm in there. I did. Okay. Okay, sis. When I didn't really see you like hanging out a lot in the live tonight, I kind of figured you was at work. Thank you for coming through. We gonna get ready to leave in case your boss is listening. We out of here. Listen, thank you everybody for coming out to the potluck lounge. I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't think we gonna come back tonight. I think I'ma just go around to other people and thank them for coming through. Okay. Okay. I did. Thank you. Pizarro liked the natural look. She's like, why you just didn't say that? Be natural. I was like, actually, he liked the natural look. Yeah, he liked the natural look. But most people that see me, I just like to play in makeup and stuff, you know. But most people tell me I look better just natural. Yeah. I mean, I'm not offended, but I like to put on makeup and because it make you feel so girly. I like a little something on my lips and stuff like that. Hmm. It's the remix. Hey, the remix. Thank you, Hypnotic Touch. You look good anyway. Thank you. Shout out to the super stickers yesterday as well. Shout out to everybody that came up on the panel. Shout out to the party line. Y'all came through here last night. I was like, look at them. And you know what? I seen I gotta tell Janet too. I seen her with the table thing in the bag. And it wasn't until earlier today I had went to watch it and I said, I just seen that the thing had the happy 45th happy 45th Blake going across the banner part. I was like, oh my God, Janet did that. That was so, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was, man. I told him, I said, shoot, I said, I got more clicks on on your birthday live than I did on my own. I did. I got more on his. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.